Now time to take you through the grid for the penultimate final of the 2024 BNL Karting Series season. And it's going to start with Nikita Genza on pole position. Alongside him on the front row will be Imke Arts, Frederick Zevis Christensen and Lewis Koch. Round out row number 2. Row 3, Sam Confiers and Nicolas Guillaume with Christophe Capitan and Carl Clibor in close competition for the DD2 Masters title. Will Ellswood and Wout Kirstens round out the top 10 ahead of Luca Neuenhausen, Michael Becker, Jordi Clevo, Alex Fillenbach, Axel Hughes, Maximilian Adolf, Mats-Johan Overhoff, Axel Saliala, Maxim Shaposhnikov and Dylan LaHaye bringing up the rear of the field. And well, as always, on cue, Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort cheering on his good buddy, Sam Knopfius in 5th place. P1 inbound. Oh, that sounds menacing, doesn't it, Brandon? And Koen van Ginkel, good to see that you're in the chat as well. One of the regulars in the Dutch karting scene. The drivers now are heading on to their official formation lap. Someone languishing a little bit further. Well, you've got there is Mats-Johan Overhoff and there is Dylan LaHaye. So that means that everyone's crossed the stripe and thereby we can put the red lights on the gantry ahead of 14 minutes plus an additional lap. And as customary with DD... Brandon, where are you at the moment? Currently, you're not at Three Sisters by any chance for the Event 9 of the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships by any chance, are you? You said you're not on your computer. And then says that Sam Confius might have ordered a DD3 out of the box. Well, what the hell is one of them? It's definitely not 125cc. It's definitely not a Rotax Max Evo engine. But Genza and Arts lead the field into the tram lines. Lights are out. And we're underway. Let's see who gets to turn 2 first. Arts with pure pace and performance gets round the outside and has the lead by turn 3. Guillaume starting to really try and do what he can. But the field makes its way through at turn number 6 onto the famed Europolan for the first time. Carl Klebel has Wout Kirstens flinging it around the outside of him at turn 7. Something I don't see that often, to be honest with you. But Imke Arts leading Ador Motorsport 2-3, Genza and Koch. Then it's Frederick Zevis from SP Motorsport. Nicolas Guillaume, I think, is still rounding out the top 5. No, he's not. It's Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort's BFF. Sem Knopje now up to 5th place and charging forwards. Guillaume, 6th, 7th. Will Ellswood squeezing Carl Clibor towards the right-hand side of the start-finish straight. Clibor is battling for a title thereof, so going to be very, very careful. So through into turn 6 here on lap number 2. And Koen said, "Yep, on it, mate. I've given him the go in hard signal." Well, yes, he's already done so, and we're not even past the 2nd lap yet. Imke Arts has done a personal best in the opening signal to shift up into 3rd currently. Brilliant stuff. But there is change afoot. Frederick Zebis now rounds out the top three. Imke Arts now starting to pull away. Fastest lap, Wout Kirstens, the debutant, down in 7th position. Alex Fielenbach, who's still trying to get to grips with the Birol chassis that's underneath him in preparation for the grand finals. But Zebis Christensen battling away with, oh, well, no, it's Genza. That's Genza in 4th. So Knopfius has got the current points leader in his crosshairs. Need I say more? Knopfius is in lunge range at the minute. But Imke Arts pulling away at the moment, leading the field. And she was leading after lap 2 by just over 7/10 of a second. And last time around, she was 4/10 quicker than Lewis Koch. The gap now 7.5 tenths. Mats Johan Overhoff quickest overall in sector 3. Luca Neuenhausen fastest overall, 54.211. Axel Sarniala up 8 places, now 10th, ahead of Mats Johan Overhoff, who has also made some inroads in the meantime. Now up 6 places to 11th. So 10 minutes and 40 seconds plus an additional lap still remaining. And Imke Arts just holding station at the front end of the field as they make their way through out of turn number 11. And Genza now starting to keep pace. Kieran Shanks, 5,000 I-rating bet. Is that your 5,000 IQ strat there, is it? Bet on Sem coming in first position. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Koen van Ginkel says, doubt that. But more to the point, we are 4 minutes down, 10 to go, plus an additional lap. And still the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th is getting closer and closer still. Just over 6.5 tenths of a second after 4 laps, separated Imke Arts, the race leader, and Lewis Koch. Frederick Zebis Christensen rounds out the top 3, but has just secured the fastest lap of the race, 53.890. Nikita Genza, Nicolas Guillaume, Zem Knopfius, Wout Kirstens, Will Ellswood, Axel Sarniala and Mats Johan Overhoff round out the top 10. Sarniala now up to 8th. Clebor, if he finishes where he is, it's job done. Knopfius up the inside robustly, and oh, problems for Guillaume, he was sideways. Oh, Nicolas Guillaume, it's not gone well for him today again, nor this weekend. He tried to turn the kart in, and then the back end stepped out to the right-hand side. Yeah, he had to go with it. He had to try and turn right into the slide to correct the back end of the kart, and well, that's a real shame for Nicolas Guillaume. He's tumbled again. But Carl Clebor at the moment, the way things are standing, if he stays where he is, he's going to be he'll be happy as Larry. Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort on Nico Guillaume's sideways moment through turn 4. Tyre saving. Looked like there was a bit of smoke coming from the rear wheels on that one, Brandon, I'd have to say. However, Wout Kirstens dive bomb through there from Will Ellswood. Mats Johan Overhoff is waiting in the wings and is going towards the outside of his teammates. Of course, Craft Motorsport running an operation in the UK run by the Gilbert family. Shout out to Jennifer Lewis and the whole team there. Oh, that was a drama. That was for Jordi Clebor, the son of Carl. And there is, oh, Christophe Capitan gives him a bit of a rude awakening there, coming out of turn number 11. So, in the meantime, 7.5 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. Imke Arts was leading. And I say that with big effort, a big emphasis there. No, someone did not flip. Go on. Right. Sam did a. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did a really good overtake. But I think it was just when Nico went to apply the throttle, the back end was not really being compliant to the kart, and that can sometimes happen, depending on your setup, of course. But Fredrik Sebis leads the way. We've got yellow flags. Oh, and we've had a drama at the final corner. Jordi Klebo and Dylan LaHaye, they are out. I did not see what happened, but both drivers, their karts are now on the other side of the foam barriers off of the dummy grid. So that is 2 drivers out. But things are really heating up between a few of the other competitors, because there is Axel Sarniala, the 432 from Finland. And did someone flip? I did not see anyone flip, but whatever happened, it was actually out of my line of sight, to be honest with you. I can't see everything around the circuit. Turn 10 and part of turn 12 can sometimes be a bit of a black spot for me. But Axel Sarniala now has got through on Sam Knopfjes, but Wout Kirsten's up through on Will Ellswood. Mats Johan Overhoff in the meantime has moved up as well. He's up to 7th. So we still have 5 minutes and 20 seconds still to go, plus an additional lap. Imke Arts, interestingly enough, is still keeping pace with Fredrik Sebis at the sharp end of the field. So they are next to nothing apart. And it was a really good result there for Imke Arts in the previous race. So with 5 minutes to go plus an additional lap, here is your running order. Fredrik Sebis leads by nearly 0.2 of a second ahead of Imke Arts. Nikita Genza, 3rd. Lewis Koch, 4th. Axel Sarniala from 18th, now 5th. Sam Knopfjes, 6th. Mats Johan Overhoff now up 10 places to 7th, ahead of Wout Kirstens. Will Ellswood, Carl Klebo rounds out the top 10, ahead of Luca Neuenhausen. Christophe Capita, Axel Hoos, Nicolas Guillaume, Alex Huilenbach, Maximilian Adolphe, and oh, the dream's over. Michael Becker is out. Oh, I never thought I'd have to say that. It came down to the final 3 drivers in what was a very, very close battle. DAQZ, thank you so much for letting me know on that front. I do have there is a camera located at turn 12. There's a lot going on, you know, when you're watching different camera angles. It's quite interesting, but no surprise, Dylan LaHaye trying to go in for a move. But that's it, the dream is over. Michael Becker has qualified for Team Germany before, but has not done so for quite a few years. I think, if I remember correctly, 2018. That would have been Brazil. However, Fredrik Sebis and Imke Arts are battling away over this, over the race win. Nikita Genza currently running P3. Sebis Christensen, okay, let's have a look here. Imke Arts. At the moment, well, keeping a keen eye on the 2 main battles. Now, at the minute, Kieran Shanks not feeling too good about my 5,000i rating. Well, you shouldn't have looking at that that perspective. But at the moment, well, as things stand, Nikita Genza set to take the title with the 3rd place finish, 16 points ahead of Fredrik Zebbes Christensen. And they've both been nearly even Stevens when it comes to race wins. But Genk, before this race, had taken 6. Christensen 9 in terms of maximum scores. But 2 minutes to go. Oh, and Mats, oh dearie me, wrong starting position for Mats Johan Overhoff. 5-second time penalty. Oh, that's got a smart. That's going to put him outside of the top 10. It's going to put him round about, I would have thought, probably 14th, where Nicolas Guillaume is at the moment currently. But in the meantime, Zemkanopoulos returns the favour to Axel Sarniala and gets through. Minute and 30 still remaining. And at the moment, well, Christophe Capitan has done everything he can, but it's not going to be enough. Carl Klebor at the moment, running 10th, is on course to again take another BNL Karting Series DD2 Masters title and qualify for the Red Devils. But what an interesting race it's been. I've been keeping a keen eye on both Fredrik Zebbes and Imke Arts because they have been no more than 0.4 of a second apart at any one point during this race since Zebbes took the lead. And oh, I can feel my ears burning, Koen van Ginkel. Yeah, let's go, Zem, in the chat. Fantastic stuff. Don't forget, folks, the grand finale is about to happen after this one because we will be going to Celia Rotax. However, we have got 2 laps remaining of the DD2 and the DD2 Masters Final. And Imke Arts is within 0.2 of a second of Fredrik Zebbes through turn 3. Now into 4. Now into the left-hander here at turn 5. Kieran Shanks, what are you doing? Sem is the highest placed driver under 5'5", and that I think that deserves a mention. I hope that's okay for you actually quoting verbatim what you've just said. However, we have got just over 1.5 kilometres to go. And Alex Fielenbach has dropped down. Oh, Alex Fielenbach has called time on the final. He's had a very, very busy weekend trying to get to grips with the Birrell ART. But last lap of the final underway. Fredrik Zebbes, well, coming into Kerpen was leading the championship. Things went a little bit south for the Dane. But he's made good his intentions here this weekend. Sem Knopfjers and Mats Johanov now have overtaken Axel Sarniala as the leaders make their way through into turn 7 for the final. Turn 7, turn 8, now turn 9 for the final time. Into turn 10. Well, it's going to be a welcome way to finish the season. Out of the final corner, Fredrik Zebbes takes the win. Imke Arts takes second, but I think provisionally it's 2 titles this year. First German champion, now at BNL. And out of the final corner, Karl Klebor, I think, has done it again. He's qualified for DD2 Masters, and he provisionally takes the title in the class as well. What can you say? And mutual respect there between Fredrik Zebbes and Imke Arts after 17 laps of racing. Fredrik Zebbes Christensen takes the win. Imke Arts takes second. Provisionally your 2024 DD2 champion, Germany's Nikita Genzer. Mats Johan Overhoff finishes in 4th. But will get a 5-second time penalty post-race. Sem Knopfjers 5th. That will be promoted to 4th and fastest lap in the books. Louis Koch takes 6th ahead of Axel Sarniala, Will Ellswood, Nicolas Guillaume. Karl Klebor provisionally wraps up the DD2 Masters title in 10th ahead of Kirstens, Luca Neuenhausen, Christophe Capitan, Axel Hoos, Maximilian Adolf and Maxim Shaposhnikov. Alex Fielenbach retiring on lap 14. Michael Becker, his title went up, title aspirations went up in flames not literally, but figuratively, on lap 9. Lap 6, an incident between Jordi Klebo and Dylan LaHaye eliminated them on the spot.